Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all are aware with the topic which we are going to discuss today in this video, it is analytical paragraph. So already we have discussed about this topic many times, as this topic is new in your syllabus. So that is why I have been discussing it again and again, so that you can attempt the question given in your board examination on this topic in a proper way. So that is why, as we all know, that practice makes a man perfect. The more practice you will do, the better way you will be able to write in your examination. So dear students, before this class or before this year, you did not go through this topic, as this topic is new, we all know. So that is why you might be thinking why we have been discussing this topic again and again. So that is why we are discussing this topic again and again, so that you people will become familiar with the topic and won't make any mistake regarding format, presentation. Okay. So what we have discussed a few days ago, the same thing we will be discussing in this video. Okay, regarding analytical paragraph. This is the third or fourth time revision we are going to do for this chapter, okay, in writing skills. So dear students, as we all know that how the question will be given in your question paper. In your question paper you will find any graph, pie chart, okay, or any information in the form of, in these forms, line graph, any type of graph should be there. So you will get information in the form of data. Okay, all the informations will be there. Only what you have to do, you have to present them, you have to change them into paragraph. By changing them into paragraph, you will have to, just all the things given in the chapter will be represented. You need to present them in a logical way. That's what you are supposed to do in analytical paragraph. Okay dear students, so here marks will be given on the creativity of your presentation. So how we can present it effectively, this is very important to learn, which I have discussed many times, and again I am going to discuss through a PPT, and the same PPT has been shared with you too. So dear students, here you have to focus on your presentation, because all the information will be there in the question. Okay, so how we should present our first paragraph. In first paragraph we are supposed to introduce the topic, what the topic is about. Then in second paragraph, if any comparison has been made between two data, then we are supposed to mention. Then conclusion. So each and everything we have discussed regarding it today. Once again, in the same way we are going to discuss how we should present the first paragraph, then how we should present the second paragraph, and how we should present the third paragraph and conclusion. Okay, so each and everything will be discussed, and questions also will be given for practice, as you have got the questions of practice already. You won't find analytical paragraph in any book of last year, because it has been added this year to your syllabus. Okay, so now dear students, let us begin with the help of presentation. Let us begin this topic. The same thing we are going to discuss which we discussed earlier. Okay, let's start. What is an analytical paragraph? So as we all already discussed that analytical paragraph writing, an analytical paragraph is a form of descriptive writing which is written on the basis of a given chart, graph, data, outline, clues or tables, etc. When writing an analytical paragraph, one should remember to describe the facts in the best possible manner and to cover the information provided. The analytical paragraph has to be written in around 100 to 120 words. So the paragraph must use clear and crisp language. The paragraph must be having a clear and crisp language along with providing complete details of the chart given in the question. So there will be an internal choice given in your question paper or board examination, as you have also seen in your sample paper issued by CBSE. You need to attempt one question out of the two questions of analytical paragraphs given as a choice. The question carries 5 marks. What are the features of writing an analytical paragraph? It describes the given chart, table, data, graph, cues, etc. It should be brief and comprehensive, include complete information at the same time. It should state facts that are provided by chart. It is necessary to make use of simple and accurate language. It should mention figures and quantities appropriately. It is appropriate to use the same tense throughout the analytical paragraph. No personal observation or response should be provided. It would be preferable to use the passive form of the verb. Analytical paragraph writing format. An analytical paragraph shall be divided into 3 parts: introduction, body of the paragraph and conclusion. Format of analytical paragraph writing: introduction, explain in 1 or 2 lines the subject of the graph given body. Explain, now body, in introduction, explain in 1 or 2 lines the subject of the graph given, then body, explain in detail what the graph is about, use relevant features, explain trends, make comparisons and contrasts, divide into subparagraphs if required. Conclusion. Conclude the paragraph giving the overall view of or summary of the graph. Let us discuss each of these in detail. First of all, introduction. The introduction is the first paragraph that should describe in brief what the paragraph is about. It should be like an opening paragraph that introduces the reader to the context of the chart given. When writing the introductory paragraph, you need not go into the details. You just need to mention what is clearly evident from the chart or the graph given in the question. It is best to write the introduction in 1 or 2 lines. The body of the paragraph. This part of the analytical paragraph should contain details of the graph chart given in the question. It should contain all the important information. It is extremely important to choose the significant details that should be included in the paragraph. The body can be broken into 2 or 3 sub-paragraphs depending on the information extracted from the graph. Breaking the body into sub-paragraphs makes it easy for the reader to understand. Organizing information. You should look for the large differences that are very prominent. You can mention the aspect which is the smallest or the largest in the data given. Any aspects that are similar should be mentioned next. You should further mention about the aspect that has remained unchanged or constant throughout. Next, comparing information. If the chart mentions 2 different parties, for example, men and women, refer to both of them in the analytical paragraph. If there is any contrast or comparison that should be drawn, you must present it effectively. If the chart is about a particular time period or highlights trends of several years, mention each year in a concise manner. If any comparison or contrast can be done for 2 or more years, you should write about it too. Third one, mentioning quantities. When including members and figures, their accuracy must be ensured. There are a number of ways that can be used to describe quantities. For example, percentage, fraction, ratios, etc. Next is connecting sentences. If different information or ideas are there, you should use connectors or linking phrases to link them logically. The sentences of the paragraph should be sequential and connected rationally. Okay, dear students, so these are the points which you must remember while writing an analytical paragraph, while developing your information after decoding it from a bar graph, pie chart, or any type of information given in the questions. You must keep these points remember. Now, the last part is the conclusion. The last paragraph should summarize the idea mentioned and the information in general. It should be concluding in nature and act as the closing statement. One should keep in mind that one must not include any personal opinions, conclusions, or observations. You should simply stick to the facts. You need not dispose of the information to write a good analytical paragraph. The key is to choose wisely the important information, organize it well, state correct facts and summarize it properly. Dear students, again and again I keep repeating that all the information regarding analytical paragraph you will find in your question. The marks should be given on the way of representation. So it must be represented logically. It must be presented in an organized way. So you should practice to organize the ideas properly. You cannot give your own opinion regarding analytical paragraph. You will find each and every information in your question. You just need to develop those informations into paragraphs, and they should be concise, they should be logical, they should be presented in an organized way. So these are the points which you must keep remember while writing an analytical paragraph. Let us go through some useful tips regarding writing an analytical paragraph. For an introduction, you can start the following with the following phrases. The chart given above describes, or the table suggests, or the line graph shows, or the data given provides information about, or the pie chart illustrates, etc. So this way you can start the introductory paragraph. Next, for describing the trends, use phrases and words like a pattern of growth, rapidly doubled, skyrocketed, striking increase, peaked, soaring rates, declined, plummeted, leveled off, stagnated, fluctuate, starting to rise, starting to fall, drop down slightly, etc. For describing quantities, use various styles like 48% of, 1/3 of, nearby 1/4 of, almost 80% of, majority, on average, twice as much, almost equal, the highest, the lowest, very close to 2%, roughly, approximately 5%, or just under 3%, etc. For establishing a relationship or contrast, use phrases and words like relationship between, similarly, in contrast with, in comparison to, but in the opposite case, however, whereas, when it comes to, as opposed to while striking, difference, noticeable difference, etc. Okay, dear students, so these are the important points which must keep while writing an analytical paragraph. Okay, so these things you must keep it remember. I have also shared with you a PPT regarding the same, and I will share this in your WhatsApp group once again. So these are the important points which you must remember while writing an analytical paragraph. Now let us go through some solved examples. Analytical paragraphs, examples, samples. Question number 1. Below is a graph given showing birth and death rates in a country from 1901 to 2101. Write an analytical paragraph. So birth and deaths you can see here, and year. So after going through this information, you are supposed to write an analytical paragraph for the same. So first of all, dear students, study the information properly. Then you have to give the introduction. After introduction, how the death rates or birth rates is increasing and decreasing with the passes of time, with the passes of year, as given in the graph. You need to mention while developing the content. Okay, so how you will write? The graph shows birth and death rates starting from 1901 till 2101. Since 1901, the birth rate has remained more than the death rate until 2041, as you can see in the graph in the previous slide. Okay. Birth rate was 20,000 in 1901 and started increasing gradually. It peaked in 1961 to around 65,000. From 1961, birth rate has fluctuated multiple times between 50,000 and 60,000. It is expected to decline for the coming years, reaching approximately 42,000 by 2101. So here, dear student, in the first paragraph, you have given the introduction, what is given in the graph, what is shown in this graph regarding birth rates and death rates. You have mentioned all the things. Now let us develop the content. Paragraph 2. On the other hand, the death rate stood at around 10,000 in 1901 and then has increased steadily. It is expected to rise strikingly from 2021 before leveling off to approximately 60,000 between 2061 and 2081. The graph indicates a slight decline in deaths in the year 2101. Now last paragraph. Now concluding paragraph, you have to give the conclusion. The graph shows the huge gap between birth rate and death during 1961 to 2001. However, this gap is expected to reduce in the later years. Overall, as opposed to the prevailing trends, the death rate will be more than the birth rate in the latter half of the 21st century. So this is the information which you have decoded from this graph. Okay, and then you have written here in an organized way. Okay, now let us go through one more solved example. The chart shows the division of household tasks by gender in Great Britain. Write an analytical paragraph describing the chart given in not more than 200 words. Now division of household tasks, you can see in the graph here, the informations are given here. After going through this information, first you have to go through the information given, then start decoding the information and develop these information in a logical and organized way in a paragraph. So the chart shows the number of minutes per day spent by British men and women in doing household tasks. On an average, the women spent about 4 hours during household tasks, whereas the men spent less than 2.5 hours. The tasks on which women spend more time than men include cooking, cleaning house, taking care of the children and laundry. In doing all these tasks, women spend approximately 200 minutes, which is almost 3 times all the time spent by men in these tasks. On the other hand, men spend twice time than women in doing tasks like gardening and maintenance of odd jobs in the house. Men spend the highest time, almost 50 minutes, in gardening and pet care, while the women spent only 30 minutes for these tasks. The time spent by men in washing, ironing and swing clothes is as low as 2 minutes per day, as opposed to 25 minutes spent by women. In short, women spent far more time doing household chores than men. While men prefer, it is misprinting, it should be while men prefer to do gardening, pet care and maintaining odd jobs. Okay, dear students, so we have gone through 2 solved examples. Now the third one here, question number 3, pie chart has been given. It is the question for your practice. You can take the screenshot and practice this question and send on my mail. Okay, dear students, So take the screenshot. I will share the answer to this question with you in the group. So thank you students for watching this video. See you tomorrow with a new topic. So all the topics which we are discussing in writing section, they are very important. You must practice them, you must take them seriously. Whatever the exercises are given for practice, I have also shared with you the supporting materials in which plenty of questions for practice from literature, from writing part, which you must practice. So thank you students for watching the video once again. See you tomorrow with a new topic.